Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Broncos going up against the Oilers. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Oilers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. He'll look to throw. He's got time. And his first look is incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top ball, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So it's 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of Central Casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Let's go. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets... It's the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The opportunity was there for them to take the lead with a field goal and get 3. Instead, they want a little more.
Sometimes being a little greedy is not a bad thing, right? I mean, don't just take what they're going to give you or what's evident. Go try and get more. And yes, there's a little bit of
and they'll go on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Play clock winding down. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice set.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it. And throw out.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this is a guy who's been here enough. He can't use, hey, I'm a rookie as an excuse. He's been around.
He sat in the meetings. He's played the games. The coaching staff is showing much more confidence in him because the game plan has been expanded.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action. They'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Their dangerous wide receiver. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this 2nd quarter of play, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
4 down. Leopard!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
No. Check. Patriots.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he stopped immediately there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. That's going to bring the Broncos send out their punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense? Right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A group of Broncos there combined to bring him down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Good spot. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
Here we go.
Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust an account for that? The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now the Broncos heading back out onto the field. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of you. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And quickly they get to the line.
Here we go. 319. 319. Over. 319. 319. Mike 5-4. I got it.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. 3rd down from the 26. The pass ends up being picked off. Broncos defense gets off the field with the turnover. After the pick, offense comes out now. Pass will be completed over the middle. And after the short pass, he'll score. Broncos take the early lead. Broncos have it at the 4. Slant route connection made here, and it's caught for the touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Oilers have it on 2nd and 5. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Broncos take it back all the way for the score, which takes the lead to 21. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Houston for the start. of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire half.
Here we go. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The play clock's running down. He'll look to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure that just abandon your game plan this second half.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3. And we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Check. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And that is incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack. Do they stick with that?
I would think that...
Watch 84! Watch 84! He's going! Single! Now let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue landed! Blue landed!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 78 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue landed!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. All day.
Fresh set of downs here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos defense coming back onto the field. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad. But especially bad.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Nice play, baby, nice play. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
and to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Holding offense.
So looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. He'll look to throw. An escape, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30.
Whoosh.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these guys can move around, sometimes your hand.
Tie it right. Tie it right. Here we go now. Blue, landing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll set up a throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the ball
off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And they blocked it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they're going to wind up with a football here at the 26-yard line.
And even before that play happened, you know that they were taking the long view on their sideline. Needed a big play on special teams, got a score on offense, and then they'll need another big play on special teams, probably an onside kick if they want to win this game.
Yeah, 2-score game, but that play right there kind of kept the door open, didn't it?
Yes, it did, and it's open enough that they definitely have hope.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And not the... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown of the new season. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. A little 360.
Oh,
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now for the game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth, and now out comes Houston. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
All right, here we go.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably...
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. Gary used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when line bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still third down.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. The Broncos send out their punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.